Emma and I have just been to the Melbourne Seafood Centre and we saw some incredible seafood, and it has sort of inspired me to do some beautiful little calamari lettuce cuts.
They're easy in the mouth. Hom.
They are, they're bite-sized, and the added health benefit is that it's low carb. For anyone at home that is watching their weight or watching their intake of kilojoules, perfect meal here, high in protein, low in carbs. So Emma, to get this recipe started, I'm going to make the little sauce for it.
Ah, excellent.
I have my secret ingredient at the moment.
Yes.
Black garlic. Now I've been using a lot of this and I just want to show everyone at home. So this is black garlic and this is normal garlic. I've peeled one just for, you look at the difference.
Yeah, beautiful.
Black garlic is often referred to as fermented, but it's not. It's garlic bulbs that are picked and then heated over a course of a few weeks until they become black and caramelly, and they got this like...
It's a really deep umami.
Yeah,
like very,
beautiful ingredients. Only going to find them in somewhere like the Queen Victoria Market.
Absolutely.
So to get this started, Emma.
Yes.
4 cloves of black garlic.
Yep.
Emma's going to split them in half quickly. So this is obviously a little bit Asian inspired. You know, black garlic did originate from the Asian cuisine. I have some sriracha here. This is also a great product to use and add loads of flavour in your recipes. Tablespoon of sriracha straight in. Now, more or less depending on your taste. I'm going to add more, most likely when I'm plating it, because I love that chili spice.
Sriracha is the bomb. It's really good.
A little bit of olive oil just to loosen it up. Splash of salt to help grind up the black garlic.
Yep.
I've got a beautiful medley of little tomatoes here, just all types of little grape. I think these baby kamado, some yellows, cherries. So we're just going to cut these into random chunks. I don't like any conformity. Oh, uniformity, conformity?
Yeah.
Either or. I'm just going to sit this aside and let it marinate while I get onto my calamari tubes. I've got 3 tubes here, and this recipe you can do as much or as little as you want. So I've got 2 I prepped off camera, and I thought, you know what? Everyone at home probably wants to see how to do these. These are the fins, obviously, and that's what they use to propel themselves through the water. So you just get them off. It's a bit of, keep your hands clean for this.
So, and you're skinning those because the skin...
The skin's chewy and tough.
Don't want chewy.
It's like silver skin on a protein, like on a knife fillet or a duck breast. It's exactly the same. Now, it's probably a bit hard to see at home, but where the fins were, there's a natural seam in the calamari tube, and your knife just naturally slides up it. This is just left over from when we pulled the insides out. Just scrape that off. Perfect. So they also say the top about 1/5 of the calamari ring and the bottom 1/5 of the calamari ring is a bit too tough. So you just trim it slightly, and it won't curl up as much. It'll stick more to shape. You'll just get some olive oil and salt on them. Emma has got some beautiful grill marks on the calamari.
Look.
They curl up on one side, and once they do that, turn them over, they'll flatten back out, and that's when you know they're done. And I've got these beautiful griddle marks. I love a lot of char and smokiness in my recipes.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what I achieved here, and that's why I said make sure your griddle pan or your barbecue or your wood grill is super, super hot. So just turn that off, Emma, get them off. I'll prep some of the garnish, which is really only the spring onions, just a really fine slice on them. Now it's time to sort of pull this together. And so now I'm just going to get onto my calamari.
Fantastic.
So each of these little tubes, I'm going to get them down, and I'm just going to slice them like that, like a calamari julienne. And this is one way not only to get around if you overcook it, I think it's just a great way to incorporate calamari into a dish. So that's going into it. Always use the tentacles. I love the texture of them. I don't like necessarily using the mouth. So I just cut that out, sit that to the side, and honestly just put that in the rubbish. So there you go, there's all the tentacles, and that's where you get the nice crispy bits straight in. I know immediately this is going to need some acidity. I've got some limes here. Picked these up from Yanni, the seafood and oyster spot, growing on his tree.
I know, how good are they?
And so now it's time to get this together. That is my calamari done.
Done.
Now it's just make my beautiful lettuce cups. Just arrange them. I've washed these really well. Get these onto a beautiful platter. And there we have
They
it.
look so nice and fresh. Really, really beautiful.
So just, you know, it will be a bit of messy
Can I do it
work
like
here.
that though? Do you want
Yeah,
to,
however you
no,
like.
like they're the most curly bit.
So just make sure you get a bit of tomato, a bit of calamari, a bit of tentacles, a bit of the tube. You can start putting some crispy shallots.
Woo!
Over
I
the
love
top.
crispy shallots. They're one of my favourite things.
Are you getting crispy
Yeah,
shallots everywhere?
I'm getting crispy shallots from a height.
That's plenty. Thank you.
What-
Almost done here. Here's my beautiful little sliced spring onion. And this here is angel hair chili. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is a specialty ingredient. I've picked it up from the Queen Vic market, but I love using it. It's a great garnish. It's got a mild heat, but it's got that really distinct chili flavour, and I just love incorporating that. And so this is it.
Not
Quick,
bad
fresh.
for a 2:30
This is-
a.m. start. You whip these up.
And utilising the freshest seafood possible from the Melbourne Seafood Centre and our special guide, Yanni from the Seafood and Oyster Spot. I've whipped up a quick and simple, but mainly delicious calamari lettuce cups.